Matt, in the first half there, you guys are down 11, and Coach McCaffrey called timeout. You go on a 10-0 run, and then you were able to carry that momentum over in the second half. What changed for you guys, and then for you specifically? Because it just seemed like you were in a zone at that point.
Yeah, I got a couple open looks. Finally got a little space. They were doing a great job chasing me and being right on me for most of the first half. I feel like I got a little bit of space and hit me with some good passes and knocked down a couple of threes, and then Archie made huge play by getting the steal there and kicking it up the Whitey for a shot at the buzzer. It was a huge momentum shifter going into half, and then can't come out in the second half and finish it off. It was a total team victory.
Matt, you came to Iowa to win ball games, and now you're starting to do that. How does that feel?
Yeah, most definitely. That's why I came here, and we're far from done. 2-1 in the league. It's far cry from what we were, in these past few years. So we just got to keep it going, though. Can't be satisfied with just 2 wins on the road. We need to keep building momentum, keep this momentum going, keep working in practice, and go get the next one and go to 3-1.
Well, what does it say, though, that, consider 2 years ago you guys played, the end of the season, you played at Wisconsin and at Minnesota, and both of those games you lost pretty decisively. To be able to go into both of these venues and win.
Yeah, I kind of thought about that in my head after we beat Wisconsin. I was thinking, we're going to Minnesota now, and I remember those 2 trips a couple years ago were terrible. 20, 30-point losses. So, it feels good to come back and a little bit of a redemption on them, and we'll play those 2 teams again later on in the year. So I got to be ready for their best shot and be prepared.
Well, what you guys got there from Marble in the second half, because it didn't seem like he was scoring a lot until late in the game, but it seemed like he was very effective at both ends, especially being able to create turnovers for you guys.
He was. He's long, active guard, so at the top of the zone, he was doing a great job. We were talking up there, something that we struggled on in the past when we played the zone. We didn't communicate all 5 guys on one page, but I thought for the most part we were. Once we got past a short stretch in the second half, we did a great job with the zone. Then he took care of the ball in that stretch. Of course we all missed a few free throws, so somebody's need to continue to work on our free throws and take care of the ball, but you can't complain when you win, so it was a good win.
You mentioned the communication on defense. Is that something that you noticed, especially now, like in these last 2 games, when you consider it, you're in tough environments, you're on the road, and yet that seems to be what's been really effective for you?
Yeah, both games we went to the zone a little bit. When you're on the road, you got to communicate, you got to be loud when you're talking, you got to all be on the same page because it's tough environments. And we got loud there and we got loud in the Kohl Center, so it's tough, but we were able to do it. I think we're battling, we're learning. We've got a lot of young guys who are learning, and it's their second time around here, and so it's good. It's good to see it. A lot of guys stepping up. Whitey off the bench, coming in, getting 10 or 12 points. Just a spark off the bench is huge, and other guys, everybody's I think really feeling good about themselves, but we got a tough one coming up this weekend, and so keep it going.
You just mentioned that. Well, what's, I guess, the mindset now going up against a team like Ohio State that everyone kind of considers to be the king, if you will, in the conference?
Yeah, the mind shifts from Minnesota to Ohio State. We enjoy this one for tonight, but you got to start thinking about them. We'll get after it tomorrow with the scout and start studying them in practice and on film, and we'll be ready.
Earlier in the season, you guys had some pretty bad perimeter defense. It just seems like now you went up against the Badgers, and now you went up against the Gophers, a couple teams that can shoot the 3-ball pretty well, and you guys basically shut them out from the outside. Is that just communication, or is it working harder, or just coming together as a team?
Yeah, I think it's an emphasis in practice. Things we talked about. Against Purdue, we were really disappointed in our perimeter on-ball defense. Getting on the side of guys, letting guys get in the lane and creating. But I think after that game, we locked it up against Wisconsin. We did first half tonight. We let a few guys get away, but then I think going to half, that momentum switch, and we got a little energy, and we came out and fired up. We just need to learn to do that for the full 40 minutes. Play that same way for the full 40, and good things will happen.
Towards the end of the first half and then into the second half, it really seemed at one point that you just took over. Is it just something, is it being a senior? At what point were you thinking, like, I'm just going to start to hit some shots and take over the ball?
I just saw the opportunities. Got on the fast break a little bit, got a couple open looks. When that many opportunities come, being a senior, everybody knows who you are, and then they're locking you down. So when you get those opportunities, you got to step up and hit them. But I just got a little confidence going and felt good, got a little rhythm going, and just need to work on trying to do it for the full 40, as I said, and good things will happen. But I'm still disappointed not going to free throws down, but we'll work on that.